Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Zephyr client. So once you've gone ahead and injected the Zephyr client and you've done the click bind click GUI, so in case you don't know how to do that, how you actually set the bind key to open the hacks menu is you type .bind space click GUI space and then the key that you want to bind it to. Obviously I'm going to set it back to P. I prefer to have my click GUI bound to P. And then we can go ahead and click whichever button we've set the click GUI to. And that's going to give up this menu. It will start off with all of them down in a row. I like to space them out a little bit more and put the most important ones towards the front probably. So movement would be in my top left hand corner, and then combat would probably come after that, and then player and world would probably be the next two important. Probably world might be above player. And then things like visual and miscellaneous I would put down the bottom. And you can go ahead, and if you want to open these hack menus, you're going to have to right click. So if you're going ahead and you're left clicking all over this movement button here and you're wondering why it's not working, it's because you need to right click the plus button. And we can bring down all of these different hack menus here, and they will all look quite nice. And if we press escape, we can get out again, and P to get in, escape to get out, and it will save the positions of all of your different modules. When you do this, first one we can just sort of demonstrate is air jump. So if I go over here, as you can see, I'm just pressing space, I'm not double tapping space, and I'm jumping in the air. Sort of useful. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's not the most useful hack. It's sort of like a lesser fly hack. I've also got air swim. This is really weird. This one is meant to make you swim in the air. I don't know. I don't know why you'd ever need this. I mean, I guess it looks kind of like you're flying a bit more. So, yeah, it somehow manages to get the swimming animation while you're flying around, which is very cool. So this does actually look pretty cool. Anyway, next I'm going to go ahead and turn that off because that could definitely get in the way. We've also got airwalk. Which just basically makes it so that you can walk on the air, I believe. Yeah, so I'm just walking on the air. I'm not flying, I'm just walking on the air. It's sort of basically just fly hacks, to be honest. I've also got anti-aura, which teleports behind the player to make you harder to hit. I don't have any other players to demonstrate this with, so I'm going to skip that one. And most of these, pretty much all of these, have little explanations that if you hover the mouse over them, it'll show you what to do. Fast ladder is obviously makes you climb ladders faster. Fly is obviously flight, except I guess you'd only ever use this in survival. In move with your inventory open. And I think this Zephyr client has significantly more hacks than the Orion client. I mean, if we scroll down here, there's just an absolute ton of hacks that you can use here. Very cool, very cool. A lot more than the Orion client, I think. Obviously the Jesus hack, this one is kind of a given as well. We come down here, if we're on water, it will just make it so that we can walk on water. That's pretty much all it does. Nothing too special. Jetpack, again, this is just like another flight hack. I don't know why we're still moving. we're still moving. The jetpack's very different on Bedrock than it is on Java. On Java, the jetpack client is like when you tap space, you sort of begin to fly. This one, it appears that you just continuously fly forward. So keep an eye on that. I got the long jump. This just makes it so you jump further than normal. So if I were to go here, oh, what's happening here? I can't seem to get out of fly. Oh, here we go. I should be able to jump further. I think that's the idea. I'm not actually sure how well this one works. Oh, that's why. We didn't even have it turned on. Does this work? Does it work? I'm not sure. I don't know if half of these work. I think that makes you jump a little bit further, but I'm not entirely sure. For some reason it turns off straight away as soon as I click it, but that's fine. Phase. Phase through walls like they weren't there. So this one is a little weird. You can phase through the walls, but you can't really tell exactly where you are. it's just sort of everything goes dark. So maybe you'd use it with X-ray and in combination with X-ray and perhaps full bright in order to get the best results. I've also got spider. Obviously spider is pretty straightforward, just allows you to climb straight up walls. That's sort of a given. Sprint, that's just sort of an automated thing. And there's a ton of other ones. I'm not going to go over absolutely every one of these because there is an absolute plethora of massive amount of different hacks. No fall is definitely a useful one that you're going to want to use if you're using fly hacks or any type of fly hacks like jetpack or anything like that. Or you will take significant fall damage when you come back down. And there's a spammer hack down here as well, I believe as well. Got miscellaneous. We've got free cam. Okay. I don't know how the free cam works exactly in Bedrock. I think I might just expand this. You can hide and list. No, I don't want to do that. How do I do this? Okay. It appears all of the other hack menus are getting in the way of me using this free cam. I don't know exactly how the free cam works. If you know how the free cam works, feel free to let me know. It looks like we've accidentally enabled ESP as well, which for some reason on Bedrock the ESP also surrounds not only other players but us. So we've got a little box around us as well. That could get significantly annoying over a long period of time. But we can always turn that off later. There's also this button down here which is uninject, which is like the last button that you'd want to hit. If you click uninject, it's basically like the panic button on the worst client. It will completely uninject the hacked client and you're going to have to re-inject it if you want to use any of the hacks again. So be a bit wary before you press the uninject button because that will remove all of the hacks. But that's how you uninject the client if you want to know. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.